If motorsport is not your cup of tea, there are so many other events coming up this year. Next month, the Blue IQ City2City Marathon will take place between Centurion and end at Mary Fitzgerald Square on Gifford Street in Newtown. Thousands of runners and walkers will take place in the event, which has a prize purse of 1.3 million rand. I spoke to Blue IQ CEO Nomhle and asked her why Blue IQ believes sport is continuing to offer very big opportunities.
It seems like a very strange place for us to be, but there is actually a commercial link, as well as a link in terms of our primary objective with regard to building infrastructure. The commercial link really is around the tourism. We've looked at sports that have an international reach, not an international reach from a spectator television viewership only, but an international link in terms of there are known fans of that sport that travel, and usually that travel has been contained to Europe, but have been willing to travel to other exotic locations, because now you have a lot of emerging economies that are getting involved in what we call sports tourism as well. And what we want to do is we want to add South Africa as part of that circuit in terms of the exotic sports tourism growth potential. We are, of course, leveraging when it comes to marathons and ultramarathons on the infrastructure that already exists. But when it comes to the motorsport opportunities that have been announced recently, there's a lot of new infrastructure that we're going to build. And it's the sort of infrastructure that goes beyond just putting together a racetrack, but it's actually putting together a suite of events throughout the course of the year, above and beyond the major event that happens, which would, in this case, be the A1 Grand Prix. One of the other sports that we're looking at promoting is water sports. Now, we think that that's an interesting twist for Gauteng, because everyone knows that we are one of the better known landlocked metropolitans on a worldwide basis. But although we're landlocked, we have been blessed with a number of natural lakes and lagoons and dams that we never really take advantage of, above and beyond just dealing with our everyday lives around water treatment. In other places in the world, these natural resources are actually used in the area of both domestic and international tourism, and we just haven't done enough to exploit that. We're thinking that an angle to getting more domestic use of these sites is by creating an international circuit of sport around water tourism. And that's something that we're hoping we're going to announce within the next fiscal year.
So water sport on the horizon, but next month, runners and walkers can look forward to the Blue IQ Marathon, which has a total prize purse of 1.3 million rand.
Blue IQ is bankrolling the entire amount, and actually the amount of commitment for the program overall is about 4 million. The price that you just quoted is the prize money, and it's prize money that's spread over places 1 to 10. So it's not just the person who comes in first place that benefits financially from this. It's everyone in the first 10 places. There's the ultra marathon, which is about 54 Ks between Tshwane and the CBD of Johannesburg. There's also a 21K walk. That's where I'll be. And there's a 21K run. So there should be something for everyone in this particular race. I think the other thing that's very important to bear in mind is that what Blue IQ puts into it, while I think it's a major commitment, what it does is it kind of sets the standard for sponsorship participation as well. There's still lots of space for corporate participation. There is still lots of room for development programs in the area of a healthy lifestyle and running clubs and things of that nature. So between now and September, we are vigorously negotiating with quite a number of players, as well as the running associations are vigorously engaging a number of other people. We want people to crowd into this particular event. We want corporates to participate. We don't want what we've put forward as Africa's richest ultra-marathon race to only be about Blue IQ. We are eager to share the spot with quite a number of other people.
And what has the response been so far?
The response has been very, very very, very exciting. And I think that just to give you some idea around the fact that it's not just about Blue IQ and what Blue IQ thinks. It's also about this catalyzing thinking amongst other players in this particular sector. You have had the Athletics Association say, let's look at these 3 races, the main 3 races that happen in South Africa. The City2City marathon that we're talking about right now, then there's the Comrades Marathon, and there's the 2 Ocean Marathon. We're actually looking at a calendar of circuits through Athletics South Africa that would allow people to race all 3 races throughout the year, and then maybe at the end of the year have some ultra prize that comes as a result of your placement and your timing in the 3 races. What that does is it drives home the point that we're not suggesting that people should choose between a Gauteng race versus a Durban race versus a Cape Town race. We're saying the lovers of this sport should really train themselves up to participate in all 3 races and then see what the big prize is at the end of the year.